Welcome to part 7. Okay, I've got a bit of a change in my job life at the moment, so I don't know when the next one of these is going to be, but we will see. We will see. So what's next? Well, I'll tell you what's next. What's next is the undercarriage aerofoil. And this one's pretty straightforward, really. So we're going to tip the camera down so you can get a good gander of what I'm doing. Hopefully, yeah, I think that'll probably do. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so what I did, I got a set square. I made some 90 drawings with my pencil, so I know that this is going to be square on. And I've taken out the obligatory parts. These parts here apply, okay? And these 3 parts, actually I found them together. And then I used the block to glue this part and this part together either side so that I know they're square on 90 degrees. So what we have to do then is I'm going to use the Zap foam for now. Just use the back of this 800 grit and put some glue on there, a little spot of glue, and I'm going to use toothpick, okay, and tweezers. Now you have to remember with this, particularly with this type of model, it's like trying to make it out of tissue paper. It's very, very, very delicate. So we put this in dry, okay, slot that in, that rib, okay, and the next one. Please be as gentle as you can with these. They are extremely fragile. Okay. As you see, I've pinned them, the front leading edge and the trailing edge down, so hopefully as little movement as possible. Okay, that's in, that's in. Oh, thought I broke it there for a second. Oh, that's it, that's it. Yep. Please use tweezers to help you push them down as much as you can. They're in place. Happy with that. Okay, and we grab toothpick and we apply small amounts of glue. There we go. In fact, I might need a little dollop there. And a bit too much there. Drop it on. Normally I'd use a little pipette tube, but as Sod's Law would have it, I put them away and I don't know where they are, because I had a major clean-up of the workshop, and I labelled everything and put everything into ice cream tubs. And because what I ended up doing was I couldn't find things, so I went out and bought stuff and then found them, which was always the way. So I thought it's no good. I'll have to have a really. I spent 2 days actually doing it. I just got as many ice cream tubs as I could save. I like ice cream, it does help. And while I was tidying everything up, I found loads of things I didn't know I had. Yeah, you won't believe it. So I can't remember. I know I do know I got 2 packs of these pipettes. One thing I can't find is these sticks you get from the coffee shops, good for mixing up glues. So I went past a coffee machine and picked them up. So I'm gonna have to remember where to put those. So we'll let that go off. I'm not going to put any activator on because it turns white. Okay, so we'll pull you back a little bit. There you go. Now, what's next? Now, cabanes of my life, the cabane of my life. Now, with the cabanes, you have these ply cabanes that have an empty slit in them, and you put in there 1mm carbon rod, and then you'll find almost well, not almost next to on another sheet these tops that go on. So I just press these in, put a layer of glue on, and then put the top on, and then I sanded them down using the 800 grit. And these are not the cabanes, no. I apologise. They're the undercarriage struts. I believe the cabanes are slightly different. Apologise for that. So they're all nicely done. Do not lose them. You're going to need a piece of 1mm carbon fibre. Now, with the wheels, they're very, very, very fragile. These are just really light balsa, and you have to find the, losing the will to speak English again, ply in a hub, and that goes, I'll show you there, point you down a little bit. Is that helping? Yeah, there you go. That goes in the centre there, and it just presses in. There you go. A lot of the parts in this kit are an exact fit, which is sometimes good and sometimes not so good. Okay, got my tweezers. I had to unglue the tweezers because I use these quite a lot, and there was blooming glue all over them. So I used the 800 grit and clean the ends off, get all the glue off them, because they become useless otherwise. Tweezers are quite expensive, you know. Well, if you want a good pair anyway. This is as much as I've learnt. And this one I did earlier, just a bit of a practice. So you got them. These go in the middle, and that one goes on top, like that. Now what you need to do, if you are wise, is put them all on the carbon fibre rod, and they should come out right. Now, you're probably going to get a 1.5 rod in there, I suspect, but being as these are not going to be used for racing cars, I think you're going to be all right. So, put that back through there. There you go. We'll put a spot of glue on. Here's a fresh part, there we go. And we'll just spread that over. There you are. That's all you really need, to be honest. Not go over there like that. And then we do the same again. You could use white glue if you wanted to, there's nothing stopping you, it's just that I've got it to hand. Okay, put that on. Then we'll put a weight on top of that. And let that cure. Like that. There you go, see? Put a weight on top of that like that there. Let that go off and I'll do the other side and I'll come straight back to you. So now we're coming full circle to the wings. Now, as you may recall, we've already made the bottom wings and the top wing, although the top wing's got to be put together. So we've now got the middle wing. So let me just adjust the camera. I'm having to redo this video because I realised my hands kept getting in the way, so I'll try and get a different angle. Not much loss, to be honest. Basically what you got to do is dry fit your ribs, okay, onto the centre spar, bring up your trailing edge, get everything all nice and seated, pin them down, okay, and get your tip and the inner rib in, and then you know you're all square on, and then you dry fit. Now I'm using a pair of tweezers. Here we go. Now I'll just get a bit of glass paper and just rub that slightly. Make sure it's absolutely flat and level. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the tweezers and offer the rib in, ever so gently push it down, waddle it, keep waddling it till it seats. Make sure that it seats at the front and the back, okay, and you just basically carry on with the tweezers, picking them up, using your glass paper. Just take off those little notches. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Carry on. Waddle it in. Don't try and push it so much, just waddle it in. Because if you push it, almost guarantee you will break a rib. And that's not what we want. That one's seated in nice now. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then what you do is you glue in your wingtip rib, work your way along here. I should have another rib, he said. Where's that gone? We've got a rib on the loose. It'll turn up, and you'll notice that the inner ribs are shorter. You don't need to glue them in just yet, because you have this round piece that goes in here, but you can do a dry fit just to see how it looks. And you know, you can leave that in there just so you know where it is rather than losing them like I am. I wonder what happened to that rib. Yeah, it's bound to turn up. It's probably right in front of my face and I can't see it. It's normally the way with these things. Anyway, and then what you need to do is get your metal blocks, if you can get hold of these, and put them on the leading edge and the trailing edge. Okay, keep it nice and flat, and then you can go along with your feeder tube or your pipette tube, or using a thin CA, or you can use S-FHSS resin like that, or you can use a speed bond. I'd use a a toothpick if you're applying those. You only want a little bit on it, and then obviously you want a weight on your wingtip there. Keep everything nice and level, and if you really want to, you can put another extra weight on like that while it's drying, and that will be okay. Now just take this off just for a minute, just to explain something. Now I had an email from Darren Rogers referenced the top wing. I was trying to get some servos into the wing. He's kindly sent me this video. Unfortunately, with this model, the wing is just not deep enough. So I'll just let you see that video right now. Okay, so you can see that what his method is quite simplistic, and simplistic is the way forward. And I think he's using carbon fibre rods by the looks there. And in the sort of guise as what they normally put into fun fighters. So thank you, Darren Rogers, for that. It's nice to see that people are interacting on the comments page. And this is what it's all about, really, interacting with other people and giving each other suggestions that might be helpful. So thank you very much for that, Roger, and I hope other people will follow your lead on that one. So I'm going to carry on with that, go and find that rib. If I can't find it, I'll just make one, and we'll get this wing finished off and this other wing here finished off, and then we'll be able to start putting the wings together. Okay, thank you very much. Cheerio.
You better be subscribing and ringing that bell. And what about hitting that like button?
Living easy, living free. Season ticket on a one-way ride. Asking nothing, leave me be. Taking
You know what they should do? It's been funny.